Hello and welcome to the Bears and Lions podcast. This is the podcast where we challenge our present by viewing our past. I'm a firm believer that our greatest future lies within the correct view of our past, because when you actually look at it, you probably have heard that voice in the back of your head that says, what if you fail? I'm here to talk to you today about what if you don't? What if you succeed? What if everything that you have been working for is on the other side of this defining moment? And I am so happy that I had this conversation. It was a great conversation. I hope you enjoy. It's a short one, but I'll see you on the other side. So I just got home from work, and on my drive home, it was storming. I'm talking full-on monsoon, torrential downpour. The windshield wipers are on as fast as they can, but I can still barely see the car in front of me. I mean, it was so bad. At one point, I was like, maybe I should build an ark because now's the time. But it's just, I just before I get into this, I don't like driving in the rain like that. It is dangerous. It's not fun. I'm a pretty cautious driver, but it puts me on edge. If you're like me, like I don't like being on edge like that, where I'm just so focused on everybody around me. And at one point, this semi comes blowing past me. I mean, they're going really fast past me. And I'm thinking, I can barely see the car in front of me with my windshield wipers going as fast as they can. And if there was a car in their lane right in front of me, that semi would have just plowed right through them. And all of a sudden, the what if questions start sinking in. What if that semi couldn't see me and just plowed into me, my brand new car? I don't want that negativity in my life. I don't want it. Take it back. But then it starts snowballing. What if your brakes go out? What if your car breaks down again and you're stuck on the side of the road? I was like, oh my gosh, like 30 seconds of just this what if scenario that was created. But we do this all the time. And I realized, wow, we really become what we behold. Because it would have been easy for me to be stressed and full of anxiety on that full drive home, because I could have just gone down the rabbit hole of what if all these bad things could happen. And maybe you're like me, where that happens in life, not just with driving, but with other things. And I find it so odd that the voice in our head can turn something so negative so quickly in our brains, right? We could be doing some really cool stuff and it can be going well. And then all of a sudden in the back of our brain, what if you fail? What if this goes really bad? It's like out of nowhere. We're like, whoa, yeah. And then all of a sudden we focus on that. See, so much of our lives are spent in reaction to fear of something that hasn't even taken place yet, rather than experiencing life with the joy of the possibility that something good can happen. We focus so much of the negative that's all around us that we become completely blind to the positives that are taking place. See, the positive for me today was everybody was driving so slow and so cautious that there was a flow to traffic. And because there was a flow to traffic, nobody was really stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. It just kind of flowed. And I ended up getting home sooner and faster than I normally do. There was just this beautiful flow. I was like, that's really interesting. And as I was driving home, I had a couple minutes to think about this as well. And the rain started lightening up, which I was really appreciative of it. And so it was easier to drive or see. And there was that flow I was talking about. So it was an easier drive home. And as I was thinking about it, this happens in life all the time, right? Something will be going on, and then we just let that negative thought creep in. What if? Right? I used to do this a lot whenever I'd see a girl and I'd be like, oh, I should ask her out. Like, I should just start a conversation. I'm a nice guy. I'm a good conversationalist. I do great in group settings. I can have a conversation with anybody. I can literally talk to a rock. But I would see this girl and I'd be like, oh, I should just go ask her name. And then all of a sudden, that what if in the back of my brain, what if she says no? Okay, I didn't want to think about that. What if she rejects you? What if she laughs at you? What if she already has a boyfriend? For years, I actually wouldn't talk to women because I was afraid to talk to them. I'm not even kidding. I'm just owning up to the fact that years I was so afraid to talk to women because I was so afraid of the fear of rejection that I just took myself out of the game completely. Said, I don't want to feel that, so I'm just not going to do it. And it hasn't been until recently where I've actually gotten over it. And I've started fighting back. And I think it's time that we take our what if fears and we actually fight back. Because we all have heard the negative thoughts in our head, the negative voice that says, what if we get hurt? What if it doesn't go well? What if we fail? And I just want to answer, what if this works? What if we succeed? What if our greatest future lies on the other side of this defining moment that we need to step into and do something about it? And I've started living that way, especially over the last few years, where I've stopped listening to the what if. As soon as the what if questions I start coming back at it. Oh, you have your negative questions of what if? Okay, go ahead. Throw them my way. What if they reject you for the promotion? What if they don't? What if you don't do well in your new job, that you move to a new city? What if I do better than I could have ever imagined and I enjoy it more than I could have ever imagined? And this was the exact move that I needed to make for my life and for my future. Ever thought about that? I hear these negative thoughts. What if you remain single forever? What if I meet the love of my life tomorrow? What if you end up getting sick? What if I don't? There are so many things where I would rather live with the possibility of good happening than the fear of something negative happening. There's so much going on in this world right now. And everywhere I look on social media, whether it's something political or something about the war, there's so many things that are going on, and it is negative upon negative upon negative. If this person's elected, then our country's going to go under. If this person's elected, then we're going to have a civil war. Like, if this person's elected, this is going to happen. What if it doesn't? What if people step into their responsibility? They take ownership of their lives. They step into kindness and joy and love. And the world that we see right now in 10 years, what if it's more loving, more colorful, more beautiful, more vibrant, and more exciting than ever in history? I want to live with the mentality of, yes, I do want to have a reality where I know that things are happening. I want to acknowledge it and I want to see it and I want to be able to understand that this is taking place so that I can help become a part of the solution, not a part of the problem. But I would much rather live with the mentality that there's a possibility of good coming out of life rather than this fear of something negative. I don't want to do something because I'm afraid. I want to do something because I'm wise. There's so much going on, and it really impacted me on this drive home where all of a sudden all these what if questions, and I just kept thinking about it. Now in this world, we all get this negative what if question. Whatever it might be in your life. Maybe you're struggling in your relationship. Maybe you're struggling in your marriage. Maybe you're struggling with your job. Maybe you're struggling at school in your classes. Maybe you don't know what to do. Maybe you don't know your next step. And your brain keeps telling you, what if you stay exactly where you are? I want you to challenge that question of what if with your own what if questions and start stepping into your present with the what if mentality of, what if I do this today and it makes my future better? What if I start putting effort in now and it's going to make tomorrow better? And when the voice says, yeah, but what if you put in that effort and it doesn't do anything? Shut up. You don't get to define me with your negative thought process of what if this goes bad? I'm not even going to listen to it. What if this goes great? What if I have the mentality of this is going to be exciting? And if it goes poorly, I will still learn and enjoy as best I can. There's so many opportunities that we have in life. And I genuinely as I grow older, I realize I'm so glad I took a lot of opportunities, but I'm really sad I missed on a few. I did miss a few opportunities. And there's definitely people in my life that I've missed out on talking to. I definitely think that I've missed out on opportunities to meet new people and gain new connections that were super valuable. I've missed out on opportunities to stay connected to old friends. And even as I say this, I can think of about 3 people that I should text and just say, hey, I'm thinking about you. I appreciate you. I appreciate the time that we shared in our lives, whether it was an old roommate or a friend from college or a friend from high school. Now is the time to actually start attacking those what if negative thoughts with something positive. That's going to do it for this conversation. I know it's super short, but I genuinely, just on my way home, I just kept thinking like, this is the conversation that I need to have right now, because there's so much going on in this world and there's so much what if negativity going on. I want you to start coming back with, what if it doesn't? What if it goes better than you could ever imagine? Imagine what your life would be like if you stepped into your present with that mentality, rather than what if this happens? What if this happens? Well, that could be really fearful. What if this bad thing happens? Yeah, but what if it doesn't? What if the good takes place and you are happier and more joyful and more excited about life than you've ever been? Ever before. All right, I'll stop talking because I honestly, I'm getting fired up right now and I'm excited about life. I'm excited to wake up tomorrow, and I hope that you are too. For all of you out there, thank you so much for listening to the podcast. Remember to give grace, show love, and as always, stay stellar. I will see you next time. Peace.